Hello class. We're in this video going to do this example of finding the equation of the tangent line to something. So this is question 2 from the exam that would have been. So here we have f of x is the square root of 9 plus 4x. If you can't imagine what the graph of that looks like, there's one over here. And we want the tangent line at 4, 5. So as usual, our first thing we have to do is to find the derivative here. So this is going to be another of these chain rule questions. So f of x here is going to be the square root of x. G of x is going to be 9 plus 4x. So the derivative of f is 1 over twice the square root of x. And the derivative of g is going to be just 4. So that's going to make f prime of x equal to f prime of g of x. So this is 1 over twice the square root of 9 plus 4x times g prime, which is 4. Okay. This 4 and this 2 are going to partially cancel, so that's going to leave us with 2 over the square root of 9 plus 4x as our f prime of x. All right, so once we have that, we can go ahead and find the slope of our tangent line. Namely, the slope of our tangent line is going to be m equals f prime of 4. Remember, this is coming from the x-coordinate of the point where we want the tangent line. Okay, so m is f prime of 4. What is f prime of 4? Well, it's 2 divided by the square root of 9 plus 4 times 4, which if you work it out, that's the square root of 25. So this is 2/5. So that means our tangent line looks like y equals 2/5 x plus b. And all we have to do to finish this question is to plug in the point that we know is on the line. Namely, we know the tangent line had better pass through 4, 5. So we'll go ahead and plug that in. And so we will get 5 equals 2/5 times 4 plus b. So that means that b is 5 minus 8/5. Okay. 5 is 25/5, so this is 25 minus 8 over 5, which is to say it is 17/5. And so that makes our final answer here, y equals 2/5 x plus 17 over 5. Okay. And note, as we write this as our final answer, we should make sure we double check that this squares with our picture here. And so there are a bunch of things I can check in the graph over here. Namely, I can check that the slope is supposed to be positive. The y-intercept is supposed to be positive. We meet both of those. And in fact, if you want, you can even compare the y-intercept, which is 17/5 in our answer. We can compare that to the y-coordinate here versus the y-coordinate up here and make sure that it's less. And 17/5 is indeed less than the y-coordinate of the point where we're finding the tangent line, which is 5. Okay, until next time, we'll leave it there.